The following program is part of Black Squirrel Entertainment.
Welcome back to Food Flash. It's the season 1 finale and we have a jam-packed episode for you today. We've got a lot of things planned, such as making cakes from sodas, talking about the new Nether Sauce from McDonald's, Youngstown food businesses, and much, much more. With that out of the way, let's get cooking.
I'm Josh, I'm 26. I do not like drinking beer.
See, now I'm Morgan, I'm 25, and I do enjoy having a brewski.
Today we're going to test out non-alcoholic beers.
Oh, whoa, what?
What? We're
are
not
not.
drinking alcoholic things in this video.
Or not. We're just
These are all, it's like 10 a.m. Tom Holland came out with a new non-alcoholic beer called Bureau, and we wanted to try it compared to American non-alcoholic beers.
Yeah. We're going to start with the Athletic Brew Code. That's the IPA. We're starting with the IPA.
Yeah, the other two are Goldens,
Yeah.
which are like lagers.
Yes.
Here is the can.
It has the same color scheme. This one specifically has like a twisted T.
I like the logo. It's like an A, but there's like a wheat going through it as like the cross line. Sometimes I don't like too colorful of a can because it's more like a Truly's kind of like Smirnoff vodka seltzer kind of a thing. And it doesn't feel like I'm an adult. It feels like I'm a college student. So this is an IPA, which means it's going to taste bad.
Yeah, I know I said I like beer in the intro, but I don't like IPAs, so neither of us are going to probably like this.
I have never tried an IPA ever. My drinking history, as far as beer goes, is High Life.
Champagne and beers.
Champagne of beers.
I'm going to give a little sniff test right off the bat.
Oh.
Smells like an IPA.
I've never.
So they nailed the smell.
I have no experience with this. Do you know how to like pour correctly or something?
Just try to like kind of keep it at like an angle. You want to
Keep
be
it at,
like
like-
hitting like around there.
Got you.
Yeah.
Hey, this is the pour test for this one.
That being said, if I'm wrong, I'm not a bartender. I've never worked behind a bar, so I mean that's a pretty good color. Yeah, there you go. You finished it off well. You got a little bit of a head. That was a really good pour. And also, a shout out to this beer brand because this looks like a pour that you would kind of expect from a real IPA.
I'm a good pourist.
Also, we have like little pretzels as like our bar snack.
We have like pub snacks. This is like something I would see like out of a tap.
For
you know?
sure, yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna hate this.
Cheers.
It's got that fermented feeling.
Yeah.
Oh, it's citrusy.
This is better than most IPAs, I
This
think.
is pretty good. I would, if this was like a beer given to me, I would be pretty satisfied.
I definitely would be pretty satisfied
Like,
with
this is good.
And you know what I will say, and this could theoretically be a negative for some people.
Yes.
Is that this has way less of a bite to it than what I would expect from an IPA. It's a lot less like punchy in your mouth, which I think both of us like more.
yes.
It's a lot less of an assault on the senses, but if you like that like punchy aspect, you're probably not going to like this as much.
I don't like carbonation and fizzy drinks, and I've always felt like a lot of fermented like beer and like alcohols have that same
Bubbly.
kind of like there's a bubbliness to it that I don't care for.
Yeah.
And this has that. So like, how is this not alcoholic?
Yeah. Are we doing like a number
Yeah,
rating?
I was thinking like ranking maybe 1 out of 5, and we'll do like Needle Drop always says like, oh, it's like a soft 5 or like it's a strong 5.
I'm going to give this a light 4.
A light 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's really solid. I think light 4 on taste.
Yes.
What about on
How we feel holding it?
yeah, party ability?
Glass, great. I think that's a 5.
If
That's
I
yeah.
if I was at a bar like with the boys and I had this in my hand, no one's questioning
No,
anything. This
nonetheless.
looks great. It's got head. It's great.
This, on the other hand, I'm going to give this like a strong 2, I would say.
I was thinking soft 3.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is around where it's landing.
It just looks more like a hard tea or like a seltzer than it does a beer. That's a good start.
That's a good, and that's the IPA.
Yeah.
Now we're moving on to the Goldens.
Nice.
Okay. I don't know if this is just a me thing because I'm anti-fizzy, but sometimes like the bubbles like hit your nose and it makes me want to do like a full body chill, like a little like, like I hate it. And I just got that from this.
It is so interesting. I think next semester we have to do a food flash like medical dissection of you to see why that happens to you.
No, did you not get that?
No.
This is same brand, Athletic. This is a better can.
For sure.
The colors are a better can.
I love like this golden, like I would say like wheat color.
It is a wheat color.
It's a wheat color.
For sure.
I'm still not loving like the blue and greens down here, but I do love the orange accent that they have on the text and on the side here.
Like right here when you get that like orange to dark blue to wheat.
I like that.
This is a good scheme. It feels like this is like a trendy beer.
Yeah, I agree with that. All right, we ready to crack this open?
Yeah.
Good crack sound on there.
Do you want to go over this one this time?
Sure, yeah.
You want to be the glass man?
It has a similar smell to the last one.
It has a very similar smell to it. I don't like the smell of either of these. Maybe I just don't like the smell of beer. Well, either this one has a worse head or I'm a better pourist.
I think either are possible. This is so much lighter.
Whoa, that
Wow.
looks like lemonade-y.
I would say if I got a beer that looked like this, I would be concerned.
Yeah,
This
that's
is-
like watered down a little bit.
This is lighter than like a Bud Light even, and that's like a very watery beer.
It is like a super extra light beer.
Interesting. Maybe they just pour water in until all the alcohol's gone. Possibly this.
It's foggy though.
It is.
Cheers. We're clinking behind the mic, dude.
Yeah, but then we get like the audio.
Less.
That is the perfect word to encapsulate this one. Less is such a good way to put it in every aspect.
Why did I like the IPA more?
It's better.
That shouldn't be the truth. How is the IPA better?
This just feels like so watery. I think beer is the same way where it has kind of, because it's so like hoppy and like bready almost, it feels a little bit thicker in the mouth.
This
And
feels like-
so light and watery.
Loose. Like there's a lot of slack in my mouth.
It's like the difference between like whole milk and skim milk.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I didn't like saying slack in my mouth. This has a lot of slack to it.
It's got a lot of mouth slack.
This got a lot of mouth slack.
That being said, like taste wise, is it like offensive? No, like I'm not.
No.
I would never get this and be like, ugh, gross. It's fine. It's just so boring.
If I was at a party and a friend was like, "Hey, do you want something?" and they handed me this, I would be like, "I can't believe I have to finish this."
Yeah.
Like polite, like society, I have to finish this.
Yeah.
I'm so mad that I gotta finish this. My brain keeps going to a light 3.
Okay. Yeah. I was gonna say strong too, so I think we're right in this.
I
We're
think
in the same region once again.
region,
That's good.
yeah, we keep hitting the same numbers there. Then again, if we were doing like an S to F scale, this is a D.
Yeah.
This is
I
not
would agree with
which
that.
I think a D is equivalent to a strong 2.
Strong. Looks wise, this one is the opposite. I think of the last one. Better in the can than the glass.
Yeah, in the
for
can.
sure.
If I'm at a party and I'm holding this, I feel fine. I feel like a strong 3.
I fully agree with the strong 3 for the can. I think that's the perfect number. This is like
Glass?
this is a 2.
A light 2,
a light
maybe.
2. Yeah,
I think it's a barely 2.
yeah.
Moving on.
Number 3, Kingston. Sorry. Welcome.
Kingston.
We're going to be trying the Bureau Kingston Golden Pills.
Yes, we're trying Kingston Golden Pills. Sire, may I ask a Bureau?
So this is Spiderman Beer.
Hey, straight up, this is the best looking can. Like this.
Oh, it's not even close.
This competes with. I would rather be holding this than any real beer.
Yeah, if you look at the side of the can right here,
Oh.
the BE being so like blacked out on the green, I think that's a bit of a design flub. I will say that.
I
think you could,
wonder if in the other cans, when this is like blue or I think the other one's red.
I think it's like an orangish. I think it's similar to this color
might
actually.
be better.
Yeah.
Um.
But let's see what the taste is like.
Yeah. Yeah. This could be boners. It's foaming! Oh, this is gonna be great. I think. Oh. Tom Holland, be proud of me.
big head on this one. Oh my! Oh, I feel like that might have been a skill issue on that one. All right, the head's
Bureau
manageable.
to Tom Holland.
To Tom. Shout out to Spider-Man. Whoa.
Whoa.
That's crazy tasting.
Okay.
Are you getting like honey?
I'm getting something metallic.
That too.
Like, I am getting honey. I'm absolutely getting honey.
That's
not one of the ingredients it has listed.
No, it's not.
It's going for something,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it executes on it's not boring, it's interesting.
Definitely. And I think, to me, that's more important.
Yeah. For one thing, it looks great in the can. It had a great foam, and it's got a really good, like, darker color. It's not even like a light beer. It just feels like a good beer.
And had by far the best head on it.
Oh my! I mean, it came out of the can.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm a fan. I like this one a lot.
I think I'm a fan.
I'm gonna go with the taste score right now. I'm gonna say this is just a 4, just a plain old 4.
There is like a metallic thing
little bit.
going on,
Yeah.
which is a little strange. It feels like, is my mouth bleeding? I hope not. I think I'd give it a light 4.
Yeah,
I think I'd give it like a solid light 4.
I think I would have an easier time drinking this one year round, whereas this leaves a little bit more summer, I think.
I agree with that.
Because it is citrusy. It's citrusy.
Oh, you're right. If it's in the fall, this is so fall coated. Like, I can have this all year round.
Imagine having this on like leaves falling to the ground, flannel on, pumpkin pies in the oven.
All of a sudden, this is a strong 4.
Yeah.
In the fall, this is a strong
Strong 4 in
4.
the fall.
Right now, it's a light. It's definitely in the 4, which I think is the highest we gave out.
I think I gave this one a light 4 too.
I think I gave this one a strong 3,
Yeah.
and then a strong 2,
Yeah,
and
strong.
a light 4.
Yep.
I think that's what we're going with here.
Aesthetics wise, for the glass, I'm giving it a 5.
5.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Like 5 plus.
I feel great holding this.
Double 5. I feel so cool. I feel if I'm at a party, I'm like mogging on these losers who are not having a beero right now.
Yeah.
I'm a non-alcoholic.
Yeah.
And if you want to join
I'm an
us
alcoholic.
at NA, which is Non-Alcoholics Anonymous.
NAA.
Wait, I guess it would be NAA.
Because NA is also just Narcotics Anonymous.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I was unaware. Join us at NAA every Tuesday under the bridge.
On to the next segment.
Hello, I'm Andy. Welcome back to Food Flash. Today, I thought I would try my hand in cooking since I spent all my skill points in stealth. So I think I'm pretty qualified, even though I didn't have the budget nor the time to get groceries tonight. I definitely didn't steal ingredients from the DI Hub dining hall, so there's that. But we're gonna be doing MadLibs Recipe of possibly Jamie's Oliver's fried rice with substitute ingredients because I didn't have the time to do groceries. Sorry about that, but this should be fun. Okay, so over here in the middle, I have some leftover rice, garlic, onion cream, Kikkoman soy sauce, which are the fried rice essential. Over here we have the protein options, which are fried chicken, chicken thighs. I think they're grilled. I don't know. I didn't steal it from the DI Hub, that's for sure. Chicken breast. And we have the canned tuna, which I enjoy. These are the vegetables. We have edamame, mushrooms, white mushrooms, carrots, bell peppers, and sun-dried tomatoes. And we have something extra spicy here that I really love to eat. I don't know if it's gonna go in there because this is a MadLibs and I have to draw things out. A cupcake, mozzarella, and here we have the condiments. We have dark soy sauce, we have ketchup, we have squid brand fish sauce, which is authentic in Thailand. Like, this is straight from Thailand. This is like the most popular soy sauce brand from Thailand. Everybody uses it. We also have oyster sauce, we have ghost pepper wing sauce, and lastly we have green curry paste from Thailand again. Like, this is authentic. The only bad thing about the authentic one is that if you're allergic to shellfish, it could be bad for you if you're allergic because this has shrimp paste in it. But yeah, this should be fun. Alright, let's head to the next section. So I got here the list of the ingredients from that infamous Jamie Oliver fried rice recipe that is replaceable with this MadLibs. It doesn't have a website or a listed thing, it's just a video, so that's unfortunate. However, I think this should be fun, so let's get drawing. So here I have this brown bag that has all the ingredients listed here, except for these things in the middle, because they're the fried rice essentials, so I don't think, like, I think they should be in there, otherwise it's not fried rice, you know? Anyways, let's see what we can replace the 2 eggs with. I'm going to pick, let's see, and we got fried chicken. Okay, really good. You might not be able to see the scrap paper that I put in there. But yeah, so we're replacing the eggs with fried chicken. Alright, let's see another one. I'm feeling this one. We're replacing tofu with chicken thighs. Well, that's like an extra load of chicken, but whatever. Okay. So let's see, what can we replace the chili jam with? Because this is the one that Uncle Roger had the problem with most. Let's see. I'm feeling this one. Ghost pepper hot sauce. There we go. That's a really good one. Alright. Let's see what else we can replace. So, splash of water. Let's see what we got here. I'm feeling this one. Okay, we got dark soy sauce. That's gonna add a lot of color. Okay, and lastly, we're replacing olive oil with something else. This is mainly because he put it in a bowl at the end. I don't know why, you don't need to do that. But yeah, let's see. I'm gonna guess this one. Cupcake! No, why did I get cupcake? Okay. Yeah, that's all the MadLibs, I guess. I don't know what to do with the cupcake, guys. Okay. Okay, this should be funny. Alright.
Fried chicken, fried rice. It's an absolute classic. And I've got a recipe for you that is so consistent and delicious, quick and easy. So it starts with a big pan on a high heat. So it starts with a big pan on a high heat. I got 6 beautiful onion greens here that I'm gonna finally slice. So finally slice this up, and as the pan gets nice and hot, I'm gonna go in with 1 tablespoon of cupcake. And I'm gonna go straight in with the vegetables and get them sizzling straight away. And then I've got some overnight rice. You cannot stir fry hot rice. This is a good sheet. It's fast, it's nice, it's hot, and it's furious. We're just gonna toss it around. The next ingredient, I have it all the time in my house now. Ghost pepper wing sauce. It's got good heat, but it's also got the sweetness. It just kind of glazes and helps me balance the flavors. So 2 nice teaspoons go into our pan and tossing again, and then just give it a little splash of dark soy sauce. Straight into the middle, we're gonna crack in 2 beautiful free-range fried chicken. It's time for the last ingredient. Chicken thighs. We just need half of that, about 150 grams, and what you can do is just break them up. Then we'll bring in the rice.
Okay, so surprisingly, this pancake sauce smells really good. Don't know if it tastes good, but if it's gonna taste good, but yeah. Let's try it, shall we? Here it goes. That's an interesting taste. A little bit too sweet. But the soy sauce and dark soy sauce are working against the cupcake, so I'm really happy about that. So yeah, let's keep cooking. I'm gonna add more of these, then we'll get right to cooking. It actually smells pretty good. So now we have the pan. I'm gonna add more of that sauce. Like, I can't smell the cupcakeness of the sauce, but like, man, this might actually be good. Like, I mean, my goal is to try to make it good anyway, and like, I think this might be good. Okay, so here's what the final product looks like. Not too shabby, pretty good. Now let's see how it tastes. Wow! Holy sh! This is... Damn! Woo. I could eat this for dinner.
Hello! Hi, it's been a while since you've seen my face. Fun fact, this video was supposed to premiere 2 episodes ago. Yeah, I know. Okay, so what we're gonna be doing today is I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna yap about TikTok chefs. You know them, you love some of them, and I'm not talking about the, let's say, sexual chefs that unfortunately exist. I did want to talk about Nick DiGiovanni a little bit. Love him. He shares my name, not last name, but you know what? It's all right. He is really awesome. I followed him from his early days. I say was as if he's not here anymore, but that's not true. He's still making videos. He's awesome. He makes a lot of really good stuff. Recently, he's been doing a lot of crazy stuff, like cooking stuff with lava. Don't know if it has anything to do with the Minecraft movie, but he did do lava chicken, which is interesting. Not only does he make stuff, but he tries stuff, and he's just really good at what he does. And I think he's way up there with like Gordon Ramsay level stuff, and I think he's gonna make it big one day, honestly. I think that he's just really good at cooking and doing what he does and all that stuff. And yeah, which, while we're on the topic of Nick DiGiovanni, I did want to talk about Cooking with Linja a little bit, because he was friends with her. Now, if any of you know Cooking with Linja, you know that she was a woman on TikTok, and she was known for her more zany videos. She would do some crazier stuff, just do like funny stuff, say funny things during her videos. And I did want to say, unfortunately, Cooking with Linja did unfortunately pass away. She's missed. Her passing was extremely felt everywhere, and I really wanted to talk about her, because I remember when I first downloaded TikTok, she's one of the first creators I found on there, and she just was so warm, so welcoming. I just would love a hug from her. So Cooking with Linja, you were missed, and I loved every video you put out. You always made me laugh, you always made me smile. Moving on, I want to talk about That Dude Can Cook, aka Sonny Harrell. I think that's how you say his last name. Not quite sure. I should. But Sonny is another really great, awesome TikTok chef. He is just really awesome. He often compares different restaurants in the same way things like Good Mythical Morning does. He often makes handmade dishes and compares them to higher chain restaurants, things like that. You know, he really is just another really likable one. He does he likes to make a lot of spicy food, which I am quite a fan of spicy food, so I enjoy his videos. Now, you're probably gonna ask, Nick, have you actually bothered to cook something that any of these TikTok chefs have shown you how to make? The answer to that, nope, sorry, guys, I need to, I know. I don't really have cooking space right now, but I probably will be eventually, and I'll try some stuff. We'll see how that goes. But another one that I wanted to touch on is Adventures in Ardia. Now, he's one of my favorites because I also play D&D, and I can relate to that, and I also like food. Who doesn't? I'm on this show, you know what I mean? What he does is he ends up rolling D&D dice, and he lets it decide what goes on his sandwich, that sort of thing, you know, and it is really a riveting watch. Truly riveting, Oscar-worthy stuff. Of course, things on TikTok belong there. In the same sort of vein, there's also Sandwiches of History, and he is known for taking sandwiches that were popular back in other points in history in different countries, that sort of thing. He tries them, he shows us how to make them, that sort of thing. And it's really cool stuff because it's, you know, you can sort of get like a historical, I guess, palette. Things like that to really open up your taste, and different sandwiches to try, different options. A lot of them are very easy to make. A lot of them are very simple ingredients. So I do enjoy his videos a lot. They're very enjoyable. Again, in that same vein, we have B. Dylan Hollis. Now, he's a little bit unconventional with the cooking stuff, I guess, because he does like old stuff from, I believe he does different food recipes from different American points in history. He did one that I enjoyed a lot, and I think he did do MREs, I believe. I don't know if he made them, I don't really remember, but he does different stuff from points in history. Like he did one during like recipes that were meant to be made in like nuclear fallout shelters during like the Cuban Missile Crisis and stuff like that, and during the Cold War, that sort of thing. So he does really old stuff, and he just released a cookbook. A lot of these TikTok chefs actually do have cookbooks out, and I believe Nick DiGiovanni has one. Never gonna get used to saying that last name. It's okay though. Yeah, so again, B. Dylan Hollis, another really enjoyable one, very personable, much like Linja. Now, I really like this one. This one is Thirsty Whale. He makes cocktails, and he shows things off. He shows how to do different cocktails, different ways to make cocktails, really tailoring to different people's tastes for specific kinds of alcoholic beverages, that sort of thing. But he shows how to make things like a gin daisy, gin sour, a banana coconut batched sazerac, I think, daiquiris, that sort of thing. He also does like lattes, different kinds of coffees and teas, things like that. He's mostly focused on the drink side of food and food culture, all that sort of thing. Really good stuff. So this next one is also, he has a TikTok, but he's also known for having a lot of shows. He has shows like Ugly Delicious, Dinner Time Live with David Chang, The Mind of a Chef, all that sort of stuff. Oh, Chrissy and Dave Dine Out, he was on there. He was on a multitude of shows. This guy is David Chang. Now, he does like a Chopped, Hell's Kitchen type of shows, that sort of thing. He does a lot of different dishes. He does a lot of Asian dishes. He's also the founder of the Momofuku restaurant group, which, if you don't know, is sort of a noodle bar, Asian cuisine type of place. And he's got locations in Vegas, New York, big cities like that. He's another really great one. A lot of great content that I love to watch. There's also Richard Blaze. He's another one. He actually is co-hosting Next Level Chef on Fox. He is another really personable guy. He makes a lot of really great dishes, really awesome looking stuff that I'd love to try sometime, but I don't know if I'll ever have the time for it. We'll see how it goes. You know how it is. There's also Cooking with Kaya. Now, I know some of you know who Cooking with Kaya is. I love her. She is so funny. She's a little bit more niche, so I don't expect a larger audience to really know who she is. But she is so funny. She loves to sing Cooking with Kaya all over again, over and over again. She also just released an e-cookbook with all her different recipes in there. She does some awesome stuff. One of my most favorite dishes she did was her loaded baked potatoes. Dying to try it. Looks fan-flippin-tastic. The last one I'm going to touch on is Marisol B. Cooking, aka Marisol Benitez. She makes a lot of Mexican cuisine dishes. She does it in style, and it looks beautiful. I'm a big fan of Mexican food, love Mexican food. One of my favorite places back home is a Mexican place. A lot of her cuisines look absolutely phenomenal. And yeah, just awesome. Just awesome stuff. I'd love to try some of her stuff. I think it looks just fantastic. I mean, oh God, look at that. Breakfast chimichangas, you gotta be kidding me. Like, you have to be actually kidding me. That looks... I really want those breakfast chimichangas. Actually, I lied. There is one more I want to talk about. Spirit Alchemist. Now, you may know this man. He is an elderly man, and he's known for doing Milkshake Monday. He makes a different milkshake every week on every Monday, and they are all fantastic looking, and I want to try every single one. Now, I love this guy. He's another one with similar to Linja I followed since I first got TikTok, because he just kind of popped up and I'm like, wow, that looks cool. And he's also really cute, really sweet. I just want to give him a hug. But yeah, that's about it. Well, that is all I had for you guys today. Yeah, go give these TikTok chefs a follow, try their recipes, buy their cookbooks, support some chefs, you know, try their stuff. Yeah, a lot of stuff we looked at today is delicious. I am going to go stuff my face with food because I was watching through some videos while I was filming this, and now I am hungry. So, I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next season. Bye!
Hi, my name is Sophia, and I'm from the Youngstown, Ohio area. My brother and I grew up there our entire lives, and what we decided to do over our Easter weekend was try out a couple places that originated in the Youngstown area and have since grown to the entire United States. First, we wanted to start with Arby's. This is a nationwide fast food chain that actually started 10 minutes down the road from our childhood home. Arby's is a chain with more than 3,300 locations. It was considered the second largest sandwich chain after Subway in October of 2017 and has been in operation since July 23rd, 1964. So they just passed their 60-year anniversary. They're best known for selling roast beef sandwiches, but they also have gyros, wraps, chicken sandwiches, and some highly acclaimed milkshakes. Arby's was founded in Boardman Township by brothers Forrest and Leroy Raffle, the owners of a restaurant equipment business who thought there was a market opportunity for a fast food franchise based on a dish other than hamburgers. With all of that rich history in Ohio, not just Youngstown, my brother and I were very excited to try it. This is what we thought of the very first Arby's location almost 61 years later.
Hey,
Hi.
we made it to Arby's.
The first one.
The first one, yeah. You can't quite see it right now. I'm gonna take another shot of it, but we are right in front of the very first Arby's that was ever created. The building has stayed the same, but I know they remodeled the inside. So the biggest thing that we're gonna look at is just like, what different things they have added, changed, kept the same, that kind of deal.
Yeah. That.
We got some goods.
Yeah.
Tell the people what you got.
I got 2 chicken sliders. They're like sandwiches that you can put them down on the table and you can slide them. No, but it's chicken and the cheese and like stuff like that.
What'd you get to drink?
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper. You can put it in the cup holder.
Oh, yeah, I'll do that.
I got some mozzarella sticks. I've eaten today a good bit, so I didn't necessarily need to worry about this as much. Like what I was gonna eat. We know my opinion on Arby's, specifically the fish sandwich already. It's already been covered on Food Flash.
Overall, I have had the Arby's sandwich before and it has made me nauseous. So,
but something that I will always harp on is that Arby's mozzarella sticks are bomb. They are, for fast food mozzarella sticks, really, really good. So I'm gonna enjoy one. You've already finished half your slider. So we're gonna enjoy this and then we're gonna go get real dinner. And then go get handles.
Yeah.
Yippee! We just realized halfway through our meal, we didn't talk about the staff is so nice.
They were cool.
They were so nice.
They were really cool.
Especially the general manager, just saying like, have a good day, have a good night.
Oh,
enjoy
yeah.
yourselves. It was, for fast food staff, they sounded like they were having a really good time. I was really happy for them.
Our second location was Handel's Homemade Ice Cream and Yogurt, an ice cream spot founded on the south side of Youngstown. Its corporate headquarters is still in the Youngstown area, about 20 minutes away from where my brother and I grew up, and now has 150 locations in over 15 states. Handel's ice cream began when Alice Handel started serving ice cream from her husband's gas station in Youngstown, Ohio in the summer of 1945. I always make the joke that I was bottle-fed Handel's ice cream. It's something that I have had for my entire life, my brother as well. We ended up not going to the first Handel's location because that area of Youngstown is a lot less safe, so we played it safe and went to the Handel's location that's about a block away from our house.
Can you make a face at all?
Yeah.
The line is really long.
It is.
Really. Well, I've actually seen it worse, but
Still long.
it's still not
Yeah.
good. Well, I mean, it makes sense. It's above 60 degrees.
It's not freezing for once.
This is normal.
Yeah.
As soon as the weather gets decent, at least.
Right.
Okay, we drove the total of 3 minutes from our local Handel's location to our house. What'd you get?
So they here we go. Oh, I thought this was an Arby's bag.
What'd you get?
So they had the official title was vanilla with Oreo, with an Oreo, and I just told them Oreo vanilla. I haven't tried this. I usually get the cotton candy one, but I figured I'd spice up a bit because they usually have great advertising, and I always am hooked on stuff. I got my cream sprinkles.
Because he always does.
So I always do. And we're gonna try it out. See how good it is.
I got a chocolate cake batter milkshake. It's what I get every single time. The chocolate's a lot richer than a normal chocolate. And it just tastes really good.
I like this. This is heat.
On the whole, would you give the Handle staff a better score than Arby's?
No, but I didn't think the staff was really bad.
They're always nice.
Yeah.
They're always teenagers from the local area, 99 times out of 100, if not college students that I know because I went to high school with them. So we genuinely enjoy Handles. We always have, because this location is so close to us in our childhood home that we are sitting right in front of. So yeah.
It's good.
Live, laugh, love Handles. Best ice cream in Northeast Ohio.
Slay.
Should we do an outro here, or do you want me to do the outro?
Up to you.
Okay, guess I'll do it.
Alright.
We hope you enjoyed our little excursion to these Youngstown food locations. We enjoyed it. We hope you did too. Let's see what's next on Food Flash.
See ya.
Welcome to Food Flash.
Not Good Mythical Morning.
Not Good Mythical Morning.
As you can see, we can't. Today, we are blindfolded in the Franklin Hall entertainment office.
In theory.
And I've been told we are taste testing things today to see whether or not they're poisoned. Is that right?
That is not correct.
That's not right, Sophia?
That is not correct. What's happening today is you're going to be discerning the difference between store brand food and name brand food.
Wow.
And drinks.
And drink.
We have a wide selection of food and drinks for you both to try today. And whoever gets the most points and gets the most correct wins.
I thought I was here for my voter fraud.
I can smell this one.
Are they in front of us?
One bowl, you have Planters brand peanuts, and in the other brand, you have Aldi brand peanuts.
Do you have a bowl, Wyatt?
Okay, I see.
So each of you
I have one bowl in my head.
And the goal is to guess which one is the Planters brand peanuts.
I'm gonna say right off the bat, this is definitely one of the ones I'm least confident on. And I will, Sophia, you'll be editing this one. I'll send the video to you. I recently made a video on TikTok where I said that like peanuts are a bad snack.
Today's take, and I think this will be a hot one, is that peanuts as a nut are a god-awful snack. Have a pistachio, have an almond, have a macadamia. If you eat peanuts as a snack, I think less of you.
I'm not a fan of peanuts.
I'm not either, so like clearly I don't have these ever if I'm that passionate enough to make a video about how they're not a good snack, but I'm still gonna give it my best shot, put on my thinking cap, let the taste buds work their magic.
Wait, name brand? No,
Planters.
Planters?
Planters peanuts.
Is that the peanut man?
Yes, it
that
is.
the peanut guy?
That's
oh,
the
okay.
peanut man.
Whatever happened to him?
Currently sitting on the side again.
He's still alive. He came back. They had a funeral, but then I think like there was like some reincarnation plot line and
a phoenix rose from the ashes. Do you want to just like take one of each and then swap?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
I got like a little pinch. Okay, that's a peanut. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a peanut guy.
I will say the one that I ate on my side, less salty for sure. The peanuts felt like a very normal size. I didn't feel like I was getting skimped or anything, but they didn't feel super salty. Both of these I think are just like normal salted peanuts. They didn't have any like special flavorings or anything on them. But
Here, you want to swap?
I'm gonna reach.
Okay.
Where are you? Okay, I have your bowl, and now I'm moving my bowl to in front of you.
I am hearing it. Okay,
Okay.
I got it. I'm hearing it. I'm moved by the words.
Oh, I'm using some audio cues actually. I'm listening to what I'm doing.
Can you get this real quick?
Oh, whoa. Those taste way more different than I thought they would.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
I think I actually have my answer right now. If
I
you're
think
ready.
I might have mine.
I think the one in front of me is name brand.
I agree.
Both incorrect.
What?
The bowl currently in front of Wyatt is the Planters brand cocktail peanuts.
They are not as good.
I don't really like those as much.
The Aldi brand is better.
There's a little more salt to those ones, I think.
I felt like there was a little bit better of a texture to it. It kind of felt like they still had some of the like casing on it, which I always think of as like kind of a little bit of a fancy thing.
You can't quite see it, but the Planters brand peanuts are also bigger.
So
I'm very confident from this point on.
In front of you, you have 2 Oreos.
Okay.
And you also have 2 Aldi brand Oreos. So you are looking for the actual name brand Oreos. So I think you should both start with the cookies that are in front of Wyatt and then discuss.
Okay.
That immediately makes me think that these are the off-brand.
How do you know that?
Okay, I found
Why else would you want us to start with these? All right.
Okay, I think I have my answer.
I have my answer. Are you kidding me?
And you guys are going to either put your hand over or point to the cookie that you think is the name brand.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. You're both correct.
Yeah, that was...
We described it before you told us to answer.
I believe things are in front of us. I feel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So in front of you, there's one bowl with Lucky Charms, and in the other bowl, there is marshmallows and stars.
Okay.
You're looking for the real Lucky Charms.
All right.
Maybe we want to just go into it.
Yeah, just taste test it. We won't even talk about it this time. Okay, I feel like I got a good tasting of that one. I definitely tasted a marshmallow.
I'm not even gonna hesitate. Let's.
Oh yeah, you go first. Gentleman first.
Put your hand over the Lucky Charms in 3, 2, 1. You did not heed to my countdown, but you both are correct.
Yeah. Why?
Off-brand's a little weedy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think these marshmallows had that almost like styrofoamy dissolve in your mouth thing. And the off-brand ones didn't quite have that. They felt a bit more chalky.
I think the actual Cheerios tasted a little bit more grainy on the off-brand.
Okay, in front of you, there is a bowl of nacho cheese Doritos, and next to it is a bowl of Clancy's nacho cheese tortilla chips. Your goal is to find the Doritos.
You're welcome.
You're right.
Okay. I will say, that was more difficult than I thought it would be. The visual difference is very easy to tell, though. The off-brand look way less. But they're good. These are a good knockoff.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
It's good. I would even say maybe if you wanted one that's like a little less intense, this is a good option.
I could see somebody saying that they like prefer these.
Yeah.
In front of you, you have a spoonful of Jif peanut butter, one for each of you, and a spoonful of off-brand peanut butter. Find the Jif.
Is it the same thing as the Oreos?
Yes.
Like napkin has
2 of the same on one and 2 of the same on the other.
Okay.
Would you like to start on your side?
Sure. Let's do that.
Right. I'll find my way over there.
I've got a spoon, I think. Yeah. I want you to just like put your palm on the peanut butter.
I totally did. All right.
Wait, do you
have your second spoon?
I think so.
You both have your second.
I have mine. Okay, cool.
Oh wait, no. I think I got the wrong one. Where's the one that Morgan used?
Put your hands over the Jif peanut butter in 3, 2, 1. Morgan is correct.
Yes!
Really?
Yes!
No!
Oh, it was just a little bit sweeter. Just a little bit sweeter.
You know what? I think, here's the thing. I think the off-brand peanut butter right now is what I have at home.
You know what?
That's what you had at home, Morgan.
Yeah, I specifically had Meyer brand peanut butter with like a little bit of honey in it.
Oh, then I'm just washed. Never mind.
Okay, in front of you, you have honey-made graham crackers with cinnamon and off-brand graham crackers with cinnamon.
I'm holding it up for you like a beacon.
Oh, thank you. That was so nice. Did you see that? This is a nice guy over here.
A shining light in the darkness.
Put your hand over the honey-made in 3, 2, 1. You are both correct.
Nice.
It was softer.
It was softer. And at first, I was like, oh, softer probably means worse. But then I'm like, oh no, that is like the texture I remember from the honey made. Yeah, they were a little bit soft.
What are your thoughts on the off-brand one?
It's fine.
It's pretty good.
Honestly, if it weren't for the texture, I really don't really tell the difference that much.
It is so crunchy though.
It is very crunchy.
Like so, almost hardtack like.
I am Patrick. And I'm going to see the Minecraft movie today. But before I get to the theater, I decided to stop by McDonald's because I've heard they released a brand new meal in celebration of this movie's release with a sauce that I really want to give a try. Specifically, the sauce I'm here to try today is the Nether Sauce. That's right. Adding to a long line of promotional sauces, McDonald's decided to make one for Minecraft's Nether Dimension, the fiery hellscape that's been haunting the worlds of new and old players alike since 2010. Have you ever wanted to explore another fortress? Or navigate your way through a bastion in search of buried treasure? Only to then lose said treasure almost immediately after when you learn the locals don't take too kindly to thieves? Well, now you can! In sauce form. It's a sauce. Anyway, this is not the first time McDonald's has done something like this. Back in 1998, they did a promotion for the movie Mulan, releasing Szechuan sauce. And back in 2021, they did a collaboration with BTS, releasing two sauces, that being the sweet chili and the Cajun. However, this one is for a video game. And, well, let me tell you, as a longtime Minecraft fan, I have some expectations. I'm hoping the movie and the sauce live up to them. Alright, so, we weren't able to get the adult version of the Happy Meal, but what I was able to get is the kids' version of the Minecraft McDonald's Happy Meal. And the best thing about it, too, this location had its Nether Sauce in stock. So, that means Nether Flame Sauce. So, gonna open the sauce here. That has a kick. The spice to it immediately as soon as you like just did. Oh, I'm excited. You smell. Yeah, no, there's a kick to it. You gonna dunk the nugget in? Oh, my mouth is watering. I cannot wait. Mmm. Woo! I don't know how to describe that. Wait, okay. So, it's kind of like a Tabasco sauce. It's actually very similar to a Tabasco sauce, but a little like sweeter, with a bit of hint of vinegar to the aftertaste of it. And the spice on it is very much like Tabasco sauce, actually. You try it initially, right? It's not that big. Right? You get a little bit of tang to it, but then at the end, right? It starts to kind of like rise up in the back of your tongue there. And it doesn't hurt. It's not painful. It's definitely spicy. And you can feel it in the sinuses a little bit. But it's like... It is actually... As someone who's played the video games, it tastes like what I'd imagine being set on fire in the Minecraft game tastes like. This is... Gosh, just look at the color there. Like, here. Probably a little easier if I, like, show it on, like, it's not a red, it's like an orange. It's... That's a good sauce. And with that, my hunger bar is full, and it's time for me to bring my review to a close. Overall, I'd say the Minecraft McDonald's Nether Sauce has earned itself a decent flavor rating of 8.5 out of 10. It had a very pleasant spice to it, not too much, not too little, and it was complemented very well by the slight sweetness at the end of the sauce. I'd also like to give it a theming rating of 9.5 out of 10. Trying to capture the feeling of a place in a sauce form is already difficult enough, especially when that place is fictional, and to this sauce's credit, I think it did a decent job matching the Nether's vibe. If you don't mind a little heat in your sauce, then give this one a try if you get the chance to. It's no Szechuan sauce, but it's decent for what it is. Anyways, on to the next segment.
Meals. We all love them. We eat them, obviously, because that's our nutrition. So, me, Stevie, and Sammy, who unfortunately is not here at the present of Spin the Wheel, we're gonna do it. Okay, we're gonna do Spin the Wheel to see which course we're gonna get to make a full course. We're gonna have a theme, and we're gonna do Spin the Wheel for it. So, alright, here we go. Alright, Stevie, you wanna go first?
Sure.
Alright.
Ready?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I got dessert.
Dang, I was really looking forward to making a milkshake. Nice. Alright, I'll go, because Sammy's not here. So whatever mine is, Sammy gets the opposite. I gotta make a frickin' meal.
Then Sammy gets the appetizer, right?
Yep. So I'll make it. We'll create an idea, and yeah. All right, to the kitchen. All right, we're in the DI kitchen now, and Sammy's here. So as you all know, we spun the wheel. I got the meal, so I want to make a good old spaghetti.
I got dessert. I'm gonna make shrimp cream cheese chocolate chip cookies.
And I got the appetizer, and I'm making zucchini fritters.
Let's get to it. Well, the cooking's done. Now it's time for the taste test. So we're gonna go appetizer, meal, then dessert, just like a normal cuisine. So we're gonna start with Sammy. Sammy, what you got for us?
I have zucchini fritters.
All right.
This one.
I'll take this one.
Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
It's actually pretty good.
I like it.
I'm already a fan of veggies, so zucchini alone, I'll just throw it in because I'll eat any veggie, raw or cooked. Yeah, that's really good.
Thank you.
Yeah, good job, Sammy.
Thank you.
Professional chef in the house.
I've been working in a kitchen since I was 14 years old, so.
My point exactly.
Are you ready to do the next course?
Let me swallow it real quick. Sorry about that. Alright, so next up is mine. I got spaghetti and SpaghettiOs mix with garlic powder and additional seasonings in there to give the sauce a little flair, topped off with some Parmesan cheese. So, that's one. You're welcome to have a meatball. Not a big deal if you don't. It's really thin.
Alright, next we got mine, which is a cream cheese chocolate chip cookie. It took forever to bake, but that's beside the point. So I'm going to take this one.
Yes, I'll take this one.
I'll take this one, I suppose.
Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1. What do you guys think?
Very sweet. But that's how a cookie's supposed to be.
Very good.
I think putting it in for a higher temperature would have been good from the get-go.
It's alright. I'm gonna save mine for after.
I'm a fan of thick cookies, and I like how thick this is.
My cookies preference can be anything, thin or chunky. Homemade cookies, obviously way better than store cookies. Makes me think of when my grandma made everything cookies, except this one's mostly just chocolate chip. But it's kind of like got like that family vibe to it for homemade, despite being made by a friend.
Who says that friends can't be family?
I never said that.
Well, you said despite being made by a friend, as if your friend wasn't your family.
Okay, bad choice of words, but still.
Your family is who you choose your family to be.
Props to Sammy for that quote. Got some final thoughts, Stevie?
I think we should rate each of the dishes, because that's what we usually do. So I'd be like, yo, this cookie, for me personally, like an 8 out of 10.
I'd agree with 8 out of 10.
Your rating for your cookie?
9. Okay.
Spaghetti? I would say 7.
Definitely kept it under the heater longer. I'd take blame for that. Yeah, I'd say 7 to 7.5. That's my bad. Should have probably used more sauce than SpaghettiOs for it, so I wouldn't have to worry about temperature.
And then the fritters. I'm gonna give it an 8.
I'd say 8.5. That's just because I like veggies really well.
8. 8 out of 10.
So we have a tie.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he won technically because he gave himself a 9.
I guess.
Yeah.
But that's bias.
Pretty much. Alright, we're gonna pass it on now, so.
Next segment.
Hey y'all, Coleman here, and wait, hold on. Shoot, this is a food flash segment. I gotta do the other intro. What up, my food lovers? That's right. Today, we are back with part 3 of the fast food app tier list. Previously on Food Flash, we have started a bit of a tier list and ranked a batch of fast food apps that reside plentifully here in Kent, and I kind of wanted to rank them to see what would be best for the student body and see what would be the most bang for your buck value in terms of their reward program and their app. So we're going to continue that today, and we're going to do it a little differently. We're going to kind of scroll through them in real time this time, so that way you guys can get a bit more of a tour of them in addition to my opinion on them and where they would go on the tier list. So with that being said, let's get started with... That's right, so starting this list off, we have Burger King. And the Burger King app is an app that's set up very much like the other popular burger fast food joint chains around here. So let's just kind of explore the app and see what there is to have. So starting off, you have your home section, which contains your royal perks and just some news outlets to be aware of in regards to new promotions that Burger King is doing. Up next, you have your menu here, which is pretty straightforward. It lets you browse the full menu, and it separates it by categories. So that includes digital exclusives, limited time only stuff, and then even just general categories like meals, burgers, chicken, sides, drinks, etc. And then it also tells you your reasons of what you recently ordered in case you wanted to order it again. And the same applies to favorites if you want to order your favorite stuff again. And then from there, there's also a mobile order code that you can place at the drive-thru in case you couldn't necessarily use a digital form of currency to pay, but you would be able to pay with cash. That way you can link your points to here and earn their loyal crown perks. In terms of their offers, we have a good chunk of them here, which we will get to soon, but you got a nice little batch here. This is where you can add or swap out any offers, or even add a promo code to a particular offer that you don't see on here. And then finally, we have a rewards section, which at the top will generally have a challenge that you can participate in to be able to earn more crowns. But then, as you scroll down, you can you'll have a category of lists of menu items that have a cost of crowns depending on what tier they're in. These range from 250 crowns all the way to 1,400. And these can get you all the way from stuff including a standard cheeseburger, chicken junior, and sausage biscuit, all the way up to stuff like the Baggy King and the Double Whopper. Now, I really like the variety here. The variety here is nice, and I think, obviously, we're here to talk about the offers and the rewards. So, here's what I will say. Burger King is another one of those apps where you can combine rewards with your offers. That right there is already going to have it up there pretty high. Now, what I will say is, even though that is a good sign, them individually, they're okay, but I feel like there's some variety left to be desired. Specifically with Burger King, their offers are mainly just like cheaper versions of existing meals. You don't really have like a decent variety all that much when it comes to their actual like app prices and their app offers, because it's mainly just somewhat cheaper versions of their meals. You have some nice stuff, like you have the BOGO chicken sandwiches. You also have stuff like the $15.99 Whopper meal for two, and the meal for twos generally are pretty nice. And then you have your constantly occurring stuff like your free any size fries for $1. And you also have Whopper Wednesdays, which you can get a Whopper and Impossible Whopper for just $4. Now, generally speaking, this is pretty nice. They have a little bit of variety, like depending on what day of the week it is or if there's a specific promotion going on. That in itself is a pretty decent offer. However, most of them are just glorified meals that are at a bit of a deal. And while that's nice, it leaves a bit of variety to be desired when it comes to using different offers, because you might just have to stick to the same one because it may have definitive more value than some other ones. Now, when it comes to their rewards, it's decently priced. I think having $2.50 be a decent starting point is nice, getting up to $1,400, and with how much you spend at Burger King, you can get up to that value decently quickly. And then, like I said, you can combine rewards with offers, and that's always really nice. So with that being said, I'm going to put Burger King in A tier because of its value that you can get with combined rewards with offers, and you rule because of it.
Whether you say soda or you say pop, these carbonated cakes, they might just make your heart stop. I'm Morgan. We're in the DI Hub today. I'm joined with fellow friend and Food Flash aficionado, Wyatt.
Piers.
And my better friend behind the camera, Sophia, who's helping me stop today. Just threw it all out of focus. No, I'm kidding.
Coworker.
Today we're testing the internet hack that you can replace all of the liquid components of a box cake recipe with a can of soda. There were about 12 different combinations that I saw online that I'll probably flash up on the screen right now. Food flash up on the screen right now, if you will. We're just trying 4 of those today. Wyatt, what is your prediction for out of those 4? What do you think is going to taste the best?
Taste the best?
Yeah, taste the best.
I'm a big Mr. Pibb fan, and I'm kind of confident. I'm also a big Devil fan.
Okay.
So I'm confident in the Mr. Pibb and the Devil's Cake mix.
I have pretty high expectations for the Coca-Cola and chocolate cake mix, simply due to the fact that those are 2 pretty basic flavors, and they're both very sweet. I don't think it's gonna be extraordinary, but I think it's gonna actually taste the most normal out of the 4. I did notice neither of us are really bringing up the Barks and Spice cake at all. What do we think about that?
I'm scared.
Sophia's scared of that one.
Sophia's scared, which is weird because I didn't know she was here.
I didn't know she could feel fear. And what do we think about this concept in general? Do we think a carbonated soda is really going to be a good replacement for eggs and oil? No. Do we think it's going to end up being like dry, too wet, too dense, too light? What do we think it's going to do to this cake?
Well, I was talking about it earlier, but I mentioned like I feel like air bubbles would be a huge issue with this. What's the syrup consistency of like a carbonated drink compared to like if you were to just mix in like water or something?
That's a good question.
How would that impact it?
I have no idea. Soda's going to have a much higher sugar content than eggs and oil. And also we're going to be losing a lot of fat that you would typically have in like a vegetable oil if you're putting it in there.
And I need that.
I don't.
So this video is for everybody.
Now, I also did a little bit of digging into where this concept comes from. And while I obviously can't pinpoint with 100% certainty where it originates from, the oldest post I have dates back to July of 2014, so over a decade ago, from a YouTube channel called Mind Over Munch.
That's a good food name.
In that video, it was just like a carbonated water. And then like a month later, HuffPost picked up that video and was like, we saw this and we made like 4 different combinations that use actual soda.
Yeah.
But that was just a month later in 2014. Then the actual infographic we're using today is much more recent, was in 2021 by the popular recipe website, All Recipes. We're gonna taste all 4 and let you know if you should try any of these.
And I think we're gonna change the game this time around.
Pretty sure it's at 12 ounces, which is 1 can, but the rest of these are not 12 ounces. Yeah, I was looking up Insane in the Membrane recently by Cypress Hill, because I was like, who made that song? Insane in the Membrane, what? I did watch one person do this online, and they were surprisingly not super gentle with mixing in the carbonated beverage. I would have thought preserving the bubbles would have been important. I mean, that is just a great smell. Feels very wrong to be doing this. It does look a little bit like a science experiment. There we go. Yeah, that was it. If you say there we go enough, it will eventually work. I would say mostly looking like normal cake mix. I'm mostly smelling chocolate cake mix, but I'm getting a little hint of Pibb. Hot dang, if they don't look very... Actually, now that I'm looking at it, they almost look like color swapped a little bit. The Devil's Food is darker on the inside. The chocolate has darker frosting. We're not using any frosting though. That's looking pretty good. I am going to start getting these pans ready, greasing them up a little bit. I keep shocking myself on every aluminum surface in this kitchen. And there are a lot of aluminum surfaces in this kitchen. That looks normal.
Yeah.
That looks normal.
I wouldn't believe you if you told me that there's soda in there.
That's nice. We could sell that to like Getty Images, like as like, you know, B-roll footage. You know, this has taken more forearm strength than I would like to admit. You know, I need to hit forearms at the gym more is what I'm realizing. This is a cavernous dish. Do people describe dishes like that, cavernous?
They can now.
One, not done, but certainly some progress made. Oh, it's because we were making Devil's food. He's been known to interfere with camera equipment. Here.
That's not a good joke.
That wasn't a good joke? When did we start letting camera people talk? I don't, because I can't remember. It almost has a little bit of ground beef-esque visuals to it.
I'm just gonna cut a little like corner out. This is not holding together well. Oh my God, I can't. Kind of a bit of a bowl. Okay.
All right, up first, we're gonna try the allspice and Barks mixture. It was super crumbly. I don't know how much we got on camera when you were cutting it, but
did not hold together
crumbled into pieces.
Let me preface this with not a big fan of just like the spice flavoring.
Fair.
Same thing with like kind of a cinnamon like flavor.
It's a very cinnamony cake
it's
in
just
general.
not the same kind of flavor to me.
Yeah.
Aside from that, not bad.
I can't really taste the Barks that much, I would say. And the consistency, it's definitely not as dense as you would want a cake to be. But other than that, I don't really think I would complain about this. I think this early in, I'm gonna go with the particular cake mix of this one being overpowering with the amount of like cinnamon and nutmeg that's present in it is just overpowering the Barks. I have hope that throughout one of the next three we will get some kind of hint of soda. This one does look a bit more moist on the inside, I would say.
The outer top of it still is like a lot thicker.
No, we got a pretty strong mantle here.
It's thicker than an average cake, it feels like to me. Something's off. I can't taste it. There's no immediately indistinguishable flavor, but something is wrong.
I don't taste Coca-Cola.
I don't taste chocolate. Like the penny aftertaste of Coca-Cola and like nothing else.
I think this cake is more sorely missing the fat content. And I think that's why we're having a weird kind of lack of chocolate flavor, because I feel like the fat is so important to get almost like a fudgy taste to it.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, I was right. The chocolate cake did require more oil in it.
Kind of like a brownies.
Oh.
Just not.
So we're gonna go with fat for this one, after a ruling from our third judge.
Okay,
this is interesting.
It looks very much like there were a ton of air bubbles like, inside of it.
It does. I don't know about that one. It tastes like they were trying to make a healthy cake. I will say, still, once again, I'm not like heaving over it. I made a lot worse. The Pringles mashed potatoes were a lot worse than this for sure.
Oh, 100%. None of these have been as bad as that.
I didn't taste any of the cereal chicken. How do these feel compared to the cereal chickens, like the Fruity Pebbles one, let's say?
The cereal chicken, it's not that heavy of a contrast.
Okay.
I'd say the biggest thing with these thus far is that it feels like these are canceling each other out.
Yeah.
These I feel like are just making like all together like a bad concoction. Things like the Fruity Pebbles chicken was just like two flavors that are never intended to ever be together, and they could not have tasted more differently, and it made it taste like the worst thing I've ever put in my mouth.
Yeah.
I think in terms of just like overall consistency and everything, it would be my first place.
That's fair. We'll put it in first. This one, once again, I feel like this one has a good consistency on it.
This one looks to have the least amount of air bubbles to me.
Kib Extra with Devil's Food Cake.
You know, for a second there, I could taste the Mr. Pibb.
Just the slightest hint of cherry flavor, I feel like, from the, what is it, spice cherry? Is that what it's called on the can?
Spicy cherry.
Spicy cherry.
Spicy cherry.
Way worse than spiced. I don't like that they say spicy. This once again feels like still a bad brownie, I think is the kind of vibe I'm getting, but better than this for sure. Yeah.
It is unfortunately dull.
Yeah.
Still the best consistency.
It feels more like a fudgy brownie in consistency too.
Yeah.
It's denser, it's a little bit thicker,
you know
it's a little bit more moisture in there.
Kind of makes it a bit more disappointing. It's so close to almost being good, but it's just kind of like, well, that's just bad.
Final ranking for these. Dead last, Coca-Cola and chocolate cake mix. Don't do it. Third place, we got Pibb and Devil's Food Cake. Second place, we have Spice Cake and Barks Root Beer. In first place, I'll be darned, we got Dr. Pepper and Red Velvet Cake.
Did I call it?
You called it.
On to the next segment.
And that will conclude the season finale of Food Flash. Be sure to follow us on social media at FoodFlashBSC, but don't stray away because we will be back next semester with more cooking content. Until next time, stay hungry.